down, way down. What world do you live in? Listen,
Senator Hawley,
here's the deal. The American people just voted. The American people just voted. Well, you know what? It's my time, not yours. So you're here to answer my questions, not to offer a soliloquy. And let me just...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Critical Coverage. Today, we're diving into a heated exchange that took place in Congress, where Senator Josh Hawley took the Democrats to task over their stance on illegal immigration. If you've been wondering just how far the open border agenda has gone, stick around, because this is a conversation you need to hear.
I have to say, I'm kind of amazed that we're holding this hearing. To me, it's remarkable that the idea of actually, as you were just saying, Ms. Morin, the idea of enforcing our laws, protecting our border, securing our streets from criminals, it's amazing that that's controversial at all. And it says something a lot about the other side of the dais that we're having this hearing today.
Senator Hawley opened the discussion with a blunt statement. He was amazed that we're even having this conversation. The idea that enforcing our laws, securing our borders, and protecting our streets is controversial tells us a lot about today's political climate, and frankly, it says even more about the Democrats' priorities.
Let me just ask you, Mr. Reifland-Melnick, I mean, is it really such a bad idea to deport people like the criminal who killed this young man? This is Travis Wolf. He was 12 years old when he was killed. He was mowed down, and I do mean mowed down, in a car by an illegal immigrant, 12 years of age, walking along a sidewalk in my state of Missouri, mowed down by an illegal immigrant who I think also had a prior criminal record. Is it such a bad idea to deport the person who killed him?
Any person who commits a heinous crime should suffer the consequences under the law.
Good. What about Officer David Lee? Officer David Lee was killed in Missouri just a few months ago by another illegal immigrant, once again in a car, who used it as a lethal weapon to ram him and kill him. Is it so wrong, such a bad idea, to deport the illegal immigrant who killed this good man?
Again, any person who commits an awful act should face the full force of the law.
We've had multiple stabbings in the state of Missouri at laundromats in O'Fallon, Missouri, where innocent civilians were going to do their laundry of an evening and were attacked with knives, slashed, bled, stomped upon. Should the illegals who did that, should they not be deported?
No, as I said, if you commit an offense, you should face consequences. But the overwhelming majority of the 13 million people here today
We've had officers assaulted in Kansas City on the other side of the state who have been assaulted by illegal immigrants. One officer required over 100 stitches to the head, a police officer, earlier this year. Should the illegal immigrant who did that not be deported?
Again, they should face the consequences of the law, but they are a very small minority of the population that President Trump is promising to deport.
Hawley didn't hold back. He brought up devastating cases like the tragic killing of 12-year-old Travis Wolf in Missouri, mowed down by an illegal immigrant, and Officer David Lee, a hero who lost his life at the hands of another illegal immigrant. The question Hawley posed was simple: should these criminals be deported? The response? Yes, those who commit crimes should face the full force of the law. But what about the overwhelming number of violent crimes being committed by illegal immigrants? Stabbings in laundromats, brutal assaults on police officers? Should those responsible be allowed to stay? Hawley then shifted the discussion to the economy. The pro-illegal immigration crowd argues that mass deportations would devastate industries like agriculture, construction, and hospitality. But here's the real question. Are there really no American workers available to take those jobs? Or is the real goal to keep wages low by undercutting American labor with illegal workers?
You talk about how much the economy will lose if the United States actually enforces our immigration laws and deports folks who are here illegally. And I want to quote you now. You say some industries would be particularly hard hit, including construction, agriculture, and hospitality, which combined would lose more than 2.5 million workers. What's the argument here, that there aren't American workers who are available to do those jobs?
No, and as I said previously, there likely are, but the issue is that—
And you don't want their wages to rise?
I think that we want to pass a path to citizenship so we can have a level and fair playing field for every American.
Why would you want American citizens and those who are here lawfully to have to compete against illegal immigrants who, by the way, are often paid not minimum wage, who are not given the federally mandated benefits precisely because they're here illegally? Why would you want to drive down the wages of millions of working Americans who can't get those jobs in construction, agriculture, and hospitality because illegal immigrants are getting them? Suppressing suppressing wages in the meantime. Why would you want to do that?
Well, if you didn't hear from my initial testimony, you know I don't want
Oh,
that.
listen, I read your testimony word for word, and
avoid.
I've been watching it, and I know what the answer is. You don't actually care about working people because you're absolutely hell-bent on this ideological agenda of opening our border. You want to give everybody who's here a path to citizenship. You want blanket amnesty. You talk about mass deportations. That's your word, not Trump's. You want mass amnesty, right? It's right here in your testimony.
We want a path to citizenship for
That's
people
amnesty.
who pass a background check, who pay a
That's
fine.
amnesty, who you
and
just
that
said
way
there's
we'll get
millions
a
of people,
level
13
playing
million people. Right, 13 million people you want to dump into the labor force.
They are
Who
already
will drive
in the labor force,
illegally?
Senator.
They're here,
Yes.
taking jobs
So
from
let's
American
make it
citizens and selling.
legal and
Oh,
avoid
perfect. So
this.
here's your plan. So just if you're wondering, America, here's the Democrats' plan. Take the 13 million plus illegals who are here, taking jobs from Americans, taking wages down, taking health care benefits, and bring them here legally so that they can continue to drive down wages, flood the labor force, and suppress
Senator
all of the
Hawley, they
above.
can't flood the labor force if they're already part of the labor force, which is
They
the
are
economic
flooding the
issue
labor
today.
force now. That's what's happening now. Why do
The
you think
majority
wages
have been here for
flatlined?
over 15 years. Many millions have been
And
here
what has
since the
happened to
Reagan
working class
administration.
wages in that time, Mr. Reichlin-Melnick?
Working class
they gone
wages
up?
are currently going up. Yes,
Oh, really?
they
They've
have
gone up over the last
year.
15 years?
Over the
They're
last
up?
15 years, I will have to consult the economists on that matter.
Yeah, they're down, way down. What world do you live in? Listen,
Senator Hawley, they
here's
are
the
all-
deal. The
Are you
American
familiar with
people
the phrase,
just voted.
"Don't
The American
cut off your
people
nose to
just
spite your
voted.
face"?
Well, you know what? It's my time, not yours. So you're here to answer my questions, not to offer a soliloquy. And let me just
And then, the bombshell. Hawley directly called out the Democrats' real plan. They don't just oppose deportations, they want mass amnesty. 13 million illegal immigrants granted legal status, officially flooding the labor force, driving down wages, and competing with hardworking Americans. Of course, the response was predictable, claiming these individuals are already part of the workforce. But Hawley wasn't buying it. He pointed out that for the last 15 years, working-class wages have been struggling. So how exactly has this policy helped Americans?
end with this. The American people just got a good look at your economic program, and they voted against it. We've had an open border for the last 4 years. We have had de facto amnesty, as you yourself just said, for the last 15 plus years. It has been a disaster. People have died because of it. Wages are lower because of it. Our streets are in chaos because of it. And now you and the Democrat Party just say more of the same, more of the same. Let's double down. I would just say to you, I think that's insanity. I think it's total insanity, and the American people do too.
Hawley closed with a reality check. The American people just voted and they rejected the Democrats' economic program, the open border policies, the de facto amnesty, the chaos in our streets. It's all been a disaster. And yet, the response from the left? More of the same. So here's the question for you. Do you agree with Hawley that this agenda is insanity? Should illegal immigrants who commit crimes be deported? And what impact do you think mass amnesty would have on our country? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more critical coverage on the biggest issues facing America today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.